Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and gamers of all ages, welcome to the second day of Overwatch between Division 4. This will be Scribner-Snyder versus SEM. So today we have some pretty good matches ahead of us. This one will be consisted of 3 teams instead of the normal 4, so it will be a round robin where all the teams will play each other at least once, and the best record at the end will get first, and then second, and third, and so on. So today, we're going to start on the map Hollywood, and Hollywood is a very interesting map. It is what we call in the Overwatch community a hybrid map, where the attacking team will have to touch the point, get control of it, and then push the payload as far as they can towards the end. So we're going to see if SEM can be able to defend on this first point. They consist of Xbox Smash, who is a flex, Alpha, who is a DPS, Logie Bear, who's support, Hunter, who is a support tank, Colty Boy, who is a tank support, and Shadowstorm, who is a DPS. So we'll see if they can actually defend here, but the attacking team will consist of Scribner, which is Omni Clone, who is a support DPS, D-Vader, which is a support DPS, Navy Blue, who's a support, Robot Ninja, who is a tank, Mighty Beast, who is DPS tank, and Chief Jr., who is tank. So here we go, we're going to start underway. We can see that Scribner is actually going to take a little bit of an interesting comp here. They're going to go with a double shield comp, which is Rhine and Sigma, which is kind of interesting to see with the comp that they're going against, which is the normal Ryan Zarya, which is very, very powerful. And actually, just as I say that, Xbox Smash is going to get a great pick here on Scribner, and SEM is going to be able to take this with ease, as Shadowstorm gets a few really good picks here as well, and they're just going to clean up this Reaper and push back to defend even more. This was a very good point where we can see that this brawly comp of Zarya Ryan is going to be a big difference maker for this double shield, and it's something that we saw yesterday whenever we watched Scut play Seward as well. If you tuned in for that stream, it was a very aggressive play style for that Ryan Zarya that was just coming in, and if they can do the same here, SEM might be able to defend this very, very well. So here we go, Scribner's going to actually get ready for their second push here, and it looks like SEM's going to be pushing up very far, very scattered here, which is not a very good thing when Scribner has their team completely together. So they're going to back up here to point, and the May wall comes up to just block some damage, and they're going to regroup and try to get some kills. And it looks like SEM is going to have a little bit of a trouble because their soldier might fall here, but the soldier does actually get out. Shadowstorm is able to leave and make it out of the team and probably get back to his own team, which he does. And he even has a little bit of a time to just be able to regroup, make a difference here with his own team. So now SEM once again defending here, trying to hold their ground. We see Robot Ninja here trying to get the block on the Shatter, but the Shatter comes from behind, and it's going to be a big one at that. And Xbox Smash and Shadowstorm are going to clean up 2 kills here. A nice pick on the Ana there by Shadowstorm, and another pick on the Mercy. That's very, very key for them right now to be able to just get these other players down and clean up. Hopefully maybe even stagger some players so that way the respawn times are a little worse for the team as a whole. So we're watching Hunter's point of view here on the Ana, which is a very good pick for this team comp. Ana Mercy is usually a very good brawly team comp that you want to see, as the Ana can heal the tanks very, very well. Scribner's still sticking with this Sigma Reinhardt, which is very interesting to see, as this Reinhardt Zarya has really truly been going very well against them. The counter pin here is going to be big, but it's actually going to be a nano by Hunter here, and Xbox Smash is just going to push into the team here and get a kill, but the May ult comes out, and it's going to freeze some people here for SEM. May is going to get a kill on Alpha, the Echo, and this could be a one fight for SEM. But Scribner made a very good shot at trying to change the tide. Navy Blue with 2 very good picks there. A pick on the Ana and the Soldier is very, very big. They are now down 2 players, so Scribner might start to push in here if they can get pretty aggressive. But it looks like they're just going to sit around this corner, which is something that you really don't want to see as you get 2 picks. You want to be able to push into the team and really, truly turn the tide of the fight. And now with the Nano coming out on the Reaper will pull out his ult, and he will get 1 and try to get the second, but cannot. And he gets pinned by SEM's Xbox Smash. But meanwhile, on the point, SEM is just trying to make a little bit of time for themselves. Scribner does pull out the Zenyatta ult to just get some heals. The Zen is now pinned with a grab, and now both healers are down, and this is going to be a lost fight for Scribner. The ult comes out by Scribner for Robot Ninja, but it is not enough to probably win the point, as the Sigma is just stalling here. And with 14 seconds left, Scribner's going to try and get a touch here in a last push in for this team fight. The team fight's still going on. The tank and Not Cat still doing a really good job here at being able to contest it, but unfortunately they do die. And that's going to be another kill on Mighty Beast. And in overtime here, we'll see if they can get a touch in. It does not look like they will, as Scribner gets held here by SEM on the very first point of Hollywood. Alright, and so as we get into the second round here, we will actually see the roles flip, where SEM will begin to attack and Scribner will defend. So we'll see if Scribner on defense, where they did run that double shield comp on attack, can get a lot better a hold here than what SEM did, or if SEM is going to be just as aggressive on attack as they were on defense. Again, the Ryan Zarya comp that SEM came out with the big brawl was something that was a difference maker for those tanks lines. The Sigma was not able to get a lot of value on that Zarya because the Zarya was able just to basically hold him back and not allow him to get any value, and it kind of cost Scribner a little bit as their tanks could not really push into the front line. However, we will see as Scribner starts to come up and push towards the defense point what they can do if they do happen to run this double shield comp again. So we're going to get into this round in about 20 seconds, and just to talk a little bit about the teams here, Scribner is coming into this game as the number 2 seed at 0-3, and SEM will be coming in at 1-1 as the number 3 seed. So we'll see if SEM can pull off a little bit of an upset here. But both teams are very evenly matched, both skill rating and everything. So we'll see if it's going to be as close as a match as what we are expecting today, or if one team will just take all the momentum that they have going into this first map and completely dominate the rest of the tournament. So here we go, getting ready, getting started as we see SEM come in on the attack. It seems that they're a little bit scattered here, but they do get a pick, a great pick by Hunter there on Mighty Beast. And Xbox Smash is going to get a pick on Cat, and they're going to be able to push, and that's going to be another pick on Navy Blue. SEM being just as aggressive as they were on defense. Now pushing in, they're going to try and get the last 3 players. They get Robot Ninja, starts to go down. They finally get the Sigma Cheat Jr. Robot Ninja does go down, and now it's just a Lucio on point, which could contest point for a very long to be able to allow Scribner to come back, but unfortunately SEM does get the kill, and they're going to have 4 people on point and get it, and SEM just storms through with a Diva Ryan comp in that front line, once again being the big game changer here, but the DPS doing a very good job of getting in places that they can truly get some picks to be able to get the win. So we'll see what the play of the game is here. It's Xbox Smash with that big play at the beginning of the game on defense. Xbox Smash did a really good job of completing some sort of front line for his team to be able to just get in and do some damage for them and create space for his DPS to make some noise. Just like as we see here, Xbox Smash created a lot of space for Shadowstorm to get in, get some kills, and it allowed them to win that team fight and push Scribner back. A very good job by Xbox Smash there. A very good job by both teams here in the first map. So we will move on to the second map here shortly. Temple of Anubis. This is an assault map that the losing team, Scribner, actually decided that they wanted to play on. So this map is a little different than the hybrid map that we just saw on Hollywood. This one is going to be a 2CP, which means that the first point of Hollywood, where you're supposed to control the point, will now be both of the objectives. So we will see if truly Scribner can get a little more aggressive here and try to beat down the defense of SEM and get into position to get themselves a very big win here, especially in a tournament where it's a round robin and they kind of have to have that best record to be able to get the top seed that they top place that they want. So here we will once again see Scribner attacking first and SEM on defense. This is going to be an opportunity for both teams once again. SEM, that last defense, just seemed to really overpower the offensive Scribner and be very, very aggressive, which normally on defense you don't see a lot, so they did a very good job. But Scribner did get a few really good picks, so they proved that if they can truly get a few good picks here, they might be able to take the point just enough to be able to get themselves a win. So we will see exactly what happens. Unfortunately, this is going to be possibly the last map. If they do win here, then SEM will win the round. So we're going to see what can happen here as we get started. We will see a Ryan Diva comp for Scribner, which is going to be a lot better for them here against this Ryan Zarya for shield break, which is very big, and that's a big sleep there by Hunter to be able to get that Diva down, but the Immort comes out to be able to save her. A nice immor by Navy Blue to be able to save his teammate there. And this is going to be an opportunity as Frog Hopper starts pushing, and it's only the Zarya, and this is a good push by Scribner here as they are getting a lot more aggressive. Unfortunately, though, the Reinhardt is going to be on a point alone. Shadowstorm does take out the Pharah. Hunter takes out Chief Jr., and that's going to be most likely it for Scribner here. Unfortunately, though, Shadowstorm does get caught up in the backline here a little bit, which might cost him, but he does get out. So now this is going to be a big thing for Scribner. Can they get a few picks here to maybe win them the next fight? But Xbox Smash is going to get a pick off here. Colty Boy is going to get a pick off here, and this is going to be a regroup for Scribner on this point. Scribner did a very good job of getting very aggressive on that last push, which is exactly what they need against this Ryan Zarya comp. Because of the fact that it's so brawly, you have to be able to get in the backline and get the healers. And with Ana being the only healer that is the main healer for SEM here, if you kill her, then Mercy is not going to be able to do as much healing on the tanks that they would like, meaning that you can take out the people that you need to be able to get a very good push. The window does come out here for Scribner, which is a nice window placement by Navy Blue. Unfortunately, it doesn't get any value because they do move out of line of sights. They're going to start to push this left side here as it's only both DPS there, but now you see Xbox Smash starting to push up. And he is ready for the teammate, and the Reinhardt charges through, and that's going to be a big ult by Xbox Smash, but he does get picked by Mighty Beast. Omni Clone gets another pick on Alpha, so now this could be a win for Scribner if they can get aggressive here. The D.Va pushes in, both DPS coming behind her, trying to get the supports is the Mighty Beast Echo here. They're pushing the point. Then the ult for Zen comes out to be able to heal the team. The grab comes out, though, by Colty Boy to try and get some kills here. And it looks like if Scribner can get a few good picks here, they might be able to get a good push. Shadowstorm calls out the ultimate for Soldier. He gets Omni Clone the healer. Colty Boy's going to stay on point. Then Shadowstorm actually gets us 2 more with his ult, which is actually going to win the point for SEM here, maybe, if they can get this D.Va down, and Froghopper's going to fall. And now, after what looked like a loss for SEM, Scribner was actually completely caught by a blindside ult by Shadowstorm that got 3 picks to win the point, and a perfect ult by Shadowstorm to be able to turn the tide of the fight. Scribner did get very aggressive there and did an amazing job of trying to push onto the point. And once again, as soon as they picked off those healers, the tanks were easy to come by. And it just happened that Shadowstorm got a very good ult there to be able to get back into the fight. But a very, very good push there. So now the Not Cat Junkrat ult comes out, and it's not going to find any value, it looks like. But they are going to get a good push here as the Echo ult comes out, and a big counter pin there by Chief Jr., but he is going to fall. They now have 2 Reinhardts pushing up, and a Nano Rein. They have practically 3 Reinhardts here pushing into the front line of Scribner, and SEM has an amazing push there, a good ult combo. Having 2 Reins and then nanoing one of them was a perfect move by SEM to get the win on Scribner there. Now with 20 seconds, Scribner has to make something happen here. Here comes the regroup as Scribner starts to push into the team, but a big early pick on Chief Jr. But it looks like they're going to actually copy the Reinhardt by the Echo, but a big grab by Colty Boy there, and that's 2 really, really big grabs for him as well. When Zen pulled out his ult on point earlier and SEM was able to truly get that grab on him, it allowed him to stop healing his team as much as he could have, and getting the loss in the value of that Zen ult allowed Shadowstorm to build up that ult and use it in that team fight, and that's going to be a big hold by SEM there. A very, very well-played match by both teams there. Very competitive, as we can see, as we're going to head into this second round here. Scribner did a very good job of trying to contest point there, and the D.Va Rein comp seemed to work for them. It was a way for them to get into the back line, get some supports, and once they got a pick on the supports, once again, they were able to truly push that tank comp and just make the difference that they needed to get to point. Unfortunately for that Soldier ult, that was a big play by Shadowstorm at the end there. They were able to keep it, and SEM is still in this. So we will see if Scribner can hold here and possibly tie the map, which would be very, very key for them. So we will see what happens here as we get into the end of this Temple Anubis map. Both teams playing very, very competitively. SEM, once again, with that aggressiveness at the very beginning of it, was able to hold point for a very long time and kind of made Scribner scramble at the end there to be able to keep the tide rolling and the momentum in their favor, and they had a lot of momentum on that team fight. So let's see if they can keep that momentum going into this defense, or even if SEM can keep that momentum from Hollywood on this attack where they took it in almost only 30 seconds. So we will see what happens here and what they can do in this fight as we will get started here in about a second or two. And so here comes the big push by SEM, and it looks like Scribner's going for what they call here a bunker comp, which is you get a double shield, but Omniclone is going to get picked off early by Scribner, which is going to not be good because that is their main healer. And now they're going to pick off Jeef Jr. The bunker comp looks like it's not probably going to work, and then Hunter does get rezzed by Logie Bear there. So we will see. This is going to be a Junkrat Soldier 1v1, but now Xbox Smash and SEM's just going to clean up here. The entire team being the aggressive team that we know them to be. We're pushing in, making that difference, and that's going to be the win for SEM as they will take this round. A big play by SEM there to be able to push past the bunker comp. The bunker comp is very, very hard to go against. It's a set-up turret that you have to be able to put just pressure into and try to get some picks, and they were able to do that on the healers, which allowed them to get the push there on that point. A big play by Alpha here. Let's see exactly what happens here. The entire team there just working really well together. No one member stands out on SEM as a person that is just going to roll through the team. They worked really well together as a team and as a comp, and Scribner did the same thing. They did work really well together. Unfortunately, they did take the loss here, and we will be moving on to the next round where we will see Pender versus Scribner and see how it truly does turn out for Scribner, as this will be their last match of the day.